What's up, my traders? How are you? Let's see the video that I promised you about this FTX case. This collapse, one of the biggest exchanges in crypto. FTX, okay, you know the story, was founded by a guy from MIT, introvert. If you see this guy, you wouldn't even lend him a penny, but he managed to take you 15 billion and more dollars. From what? From creating another success story like Binance, another electronic and Ponzi scheme. And why I talk like that? Because you know, the story is exactly the same and everyone copies each other. They create an exchange, they create a token, the exchange token so-called, BNB, FTT, Byte, in other... Anyway, every exchange, I have lost in touch with them last 2 years. Every exchange has its own token, the story is the same, you stake, you get interest, and some incentives. For example, you get some fees back from trading, blah blah blah, you know the drill. And everyone at some time it fails. Why it fails? What's the problem there? The problem, guys, is that when you stake something, okay, stake is the term for deposits, okay, because this stupid and funny crypto terms, you know how it goes. They like to invent, to reinvent for the same things that exist in financial system and call it with their own catchy name. For example, staking is the term deposits, okay? Let's see what I mean. Okay, we are here. You see, this is the famous famous FTX exchange. Anyway, it's the same story. You buy FTT, the coin that they print out of thin air, worth nothing for them. Okay, it's just an ERC20 token. They print this token, you buy it, you stake it, and you get a deposit rate that goes up to 40%. See? And also you get more incentives, bonus votes, airdrop increases, blah blah blah, free daily withdrawals, and all these fancy things, incentives. So you sustain the Ponzi because you put some money to buy these tokens. Okay, let's say this 1 million token with okay, this was more than $50, I think, $60. We're talking about big money, okay, and you get 40% deposit rate. What the fuck? How you think they are gonna pay you this kind of performance? This rate is insane. But look, here is just 30-40%. Okay, you can stake in other exchanges and other tokens and get I have seen up to 150%, 200% rates, crazy things. And this is a joke. If you are in the financial services, you understand in general that those kind of returns, especially in zero rate environments, are unsustainable. It's Ponzi, it's clear fraud, how to call you. It's everybody goes in and they use your money to pay those performances as a lure to the clients that will come after you. But sometimes, and especially in bear markets, this will stop. And this happened here. With the new money flow stopped, so this Ponzi started to crack. Okay, they couldn't pay, they couldn't have the new funds to pay those kind of performances. Okay, because sometimes you liquidate to take your profit, and if you liquidate your profit, you need real money, and real money you cannot take by printing more FTX. Okay. Anyway, it is the same scenario like Tether in a more clever designed. Okay, this guy is genius. He's very, very clever MIT star. I'm talking about Sam, the owner that created all this. But actually, he copied. It's the same story. It's 2-3 guys. There is one team from Wales that control crypto. If you don't believe that, and if you don't know that, and you believe in decentralization, you are very, very deceived and very wrong. All of the crypto market is dictated by, let's say, not more than 10 people. Okay, and they design the game for you. It's always the same, just the IP and the name changes. Okay. You know my thesis about Tether. It's the same scam they print out of thin air, and they use it to inflate all crypto. It's even worse and even bigger than this FTX or Solana or Celsius or the previous same stacking scam that blew up. Okay. And now, how you could have imagined this? I'm talking about the timing of the collapse, because if you remember, I posted before 3 days that this was going to happen, to go to zero, because there are the rumors that there are liquidity problems. Okay, let's say that you don't understand why, because they spend the money somewhere. But I even explain you where and how they spend the money. And it is unthinkable to use, because this exchange business, you cannot lose. You just take the money from the clients, they trade, you take commission, and that's over. Okay, this is mostly the work that Coinbase is doing, but I believe that last years they also went into some form of stacking, but with normal rates, not like that. Anyway, when you have an exchange, and a big one like this, with billions of volumes every day, just with a fraction 0.015% commission, you make many millions per day. But if you are greedy and you want to capitalize and make more money, you see what happens. You cannot lose if you hold this kind of business legitimately, because you just take commissions from the clients, and it's fine. But if you use clients' money to do other business, to lend, to trade, I don't know. I told you one kind of business model was this, the stacking one. It's fraudulent, and that's why those exchanges that are unregulated are poisoned to fail at some time, especially when markets goes down. Anyway, let's back to this case. We heard the rumors. Okay, FTX has liquidity problems, and Binance saw that coming and started to sell, accelerating the problem. And the owner of FTX was laughing and says, we don't have a problem, we have 1 billion liquidity, blah blah blah, and also we can buy all the tokens that Binance want to sell at $22. Okay, this was the biggest red flag, because if you're gonna buy at $22, you don't advertise, or you advertise it and you place 10 billion bid here, 1 billion bid here, and let the other sell. But he didn't have the funds to do it, of course. Okay, but he wanted just it was like verbal intervention with no money. And of course, this is the biggest red flag. The big players that were left understood this, and they just sold off the market, and this went down to zero, $2 something, and now it is dying. Okay, maybe you see some attempt higher rumors coming out, blah blah blah, but it's game over, guys. So that was all. Also, we got some very strange behavior, because this I told you in crypto market was known. Okay, That's why we saw this Bitcoin trading very silently and in very small range, and boom, now we have had a major breakdown. Okay, initially they hold the dip, but this cannot hold now. This will break down lower. At where? Who knows where? Who knows when Binance or whatever will blow up like that? Anyway, these are very dark times for the crypto markets, but I believe in for the long term is good, because if these things go away and becomes a legitimate place to trade, then I see a lot of future in some crypto projects and Bitcoin. That's why currently I'm not participating, but I'm monitoring situation to buy much lower some good projects and Bitcoin, of course. Okay, that's all, my guys. Let's focus to our facts, and we talk through Twitter in another video.